Hey guys, I'm Sagar. In this video, we will see how the Moto G3 holds up against the OnePlus 2. Both these smartphones have recently entered the market. The Moto G3 starts at 12,000 rupees and the OnePlus 2 is available at 25,000 rupees. Watch the complete comparison to see which phone comes out on the top. If you guys want to check out the individual reviews of both these smartphones, I'll link them down in the description box. Let's begin this comparison with the build quality of both these smartphones. OnePlus 2 has a metal band running around the device, which gives it a very premium look and feel. The Moto G3 is mostly made of plastic and has a small metal strip around the rear camera. On the right side, OnePlus 2 has a power button just below the volume buttons, whereas the power button on the Moto G3 is placed just above the volume buttons. The OnePlus 2 has a bottom-firing speaker, while the Moto G3 has a front-facing speaker. OnePlus 2 has the better speaker, but the one on the Moto G3 gives you a better experience while watching videos, and it is not covered up while playing games. For charging, the Moto G3 accepts traditional micro USB charger. OnePlus took a different route and added a USB-C port for charging. I prefer the micro USB port as the USB-C accessories and cables are not very popular right now. Moto G3 has no buttons on the left side, but on the OnePlus 2 we have an alert slider. I really like this feature as it lets me put the phone on silent mode without even waking it up. I hope more smartphone manufacturers add this feature to their devices as it is very convenient. At the top, both the phones have a 3.5mm headphone jack and noise cancelling microphone. The Moto G3 has a 5-inch display with a resolution of 1280 by 720 pixels covered under Gorilla Glass 3. OnePlus 2 has a bigger 5.5-inch display with a resolution of 1920 by 1080 pixels covered under Gorilla Glass 4. This massive 5.5-inch screen makes it great for watching videos. With this huge screen, the OnePlus 2 is a big smartphone. It is difficult to use this phone with one hand. Moto G3 is more manageable in one hand due to its slightly smaller screen. I like the size of the Moto G3 because it fits better in my hand. Both these phones have different textures to their back, which makes it easier to grip them. This sandstone texture at the back of OnePlus 2 ensures that the phone does not slip out of your hand. The Moto G3 has these slanting rubberized lines on its back, which again helps to create a good grip on the phone. The back covers of both these phones are removable. You can also swap these with various style swap covers sold separately from both the manufacturers. Despite of having removable back covers, neither of these smartphones have a removable battery. Under the back cover, OnePlus 2 has a SIM tray which can hold 2 nano SIM cards. And that's it. There is no microSD card slot to expand the memory of this device. Under the back cover of the Moto G3, we have 2 SIM card slots and a microSD card slot to expand its memory. With the premium build quality and the larger, better display, OnePlus 2 should be the winner of this round. But the Moto G3 has one feature which the OnePlus 2 lacks. It is waterproof. You can submerge it in 1 meter of water for 30 minutes and it will still survive. This is an amazing feature to be included in a budget smartphone. Now let's take a look at the camera of both these devices. Both the phones are loaded with a 13 megapixel rear camera, dual LED flash and 5 megapixel front facing camera. OnePlus 2 also has laser autofocus and optical image stabilization. On the Moto G3, you just have to twist the phone 2 times to turn on the camera, and you can take a snap just by tapping on the screen. This way you can take the picture very quickly. On the OnePlus 2, you can draw a circle on the lock screen to turn the camera on. The laser autofocus is very quick in focusing between the shots, but the camera app is just too slow while taking the pictures. It sometimes takes 2 seconds to capture the shot. The 13 megapixel camera on the Moto G3 is big improvement over the previous generation Moto G, but the OnePlus 2 has an even better camera. While comparing the images from both these phones, those taken with the OnePlus 2 are much sharper and look a lot better. While the Moto G3 is limited at shooting Full HD videos, OnePlus 2 can shoot videos in 4K. The Moto G3 is powered by a quad-core Snapdragon 410 processor clocked at 1.4 GHz, Adreno 306 GPU and 2 GB of RAM. Whereas the OnePlus 2 has 64-bit octa-core Snapdragon 810 processor clocked at 1.8 GHz, Adreno 430 GPU and 4 GB of RAM. These specifications clearly mean that the OnePlus 2 will absolutely crush the Moto G in benchmark scores. But there is a huge gap in the benchmark scores and the real-life performance of both these smartphones. To test the day-to-day performance, I tried to open few apps on both these devices at the same time. Starting with the camera. To my surprise, the Moto G3 actually opened the camera app a fraction of a second faster than the OnePlus 2. Then I went to settings, and again the Moto G3 was faster. Connecting both these phones to the same Wi-Fi network, I opened Google Play Store, and again the Moto G3 opened it ahead of the OnePlus 2. Next I tried Real Racing 3, and the OnePlus 2 took full 10 seconds longer than the Moto G3 to load up the game. This game runs just as smoothly on the lower spec Moto G3 as it runs on the OnePlus 2. After playing this game for about 15 minutes on both these devices, the Moto G3 hardly gets warm. But the Snapdragon 810 processor on the OnePlus 2 definitely heats up a bit. Just like while opening the apps, Moto G3 also seems faster while returning to the home screen from any app. Looking at the specs and the benchmark scores, anyone would think that the Moto G3 stands no chance while competing against the OnePlus 2. But even with the slower processor and just 2 GB of RAM, the Moto G3 actually performs better than the OnePlus 2. Both these phones are running latest Android Lollipop 5.1.1. Moto G3 is running almost stock Android, which makes it very fast, and Motorola can also push out software updates as soon as they are made available by Google. OnePlus has installed Oxygen OS on top of Android Lollipop on its smartphone. While the Oxygen OS also carries the look of stock Android, it is not as fast and has a few bugs here and there. I think the operating system on the OnePlus 2 does not take complete advantage of the speedy internals, and some refinements to the OS would make this phone a lot faster. One thing which is good about the Oxygen OS is that it allows a ton of customization options. There are few bugs in the Oxygen OS, but OnePlus is regularly pushing software updates to fix these bugs and make the phone better. The OnePlus 2 has a massive 3300 mAh battery. This battery has to power the large 5.5-inch display and a faster processor. OnePlus 2 definitely has a large enough battery which lasts all day, with a screen on time of little over 4 hours. The Moto G has 2470 mAh battery, which has to power a 720p display and a comparatively low power processor. In my usage, Moto G3's battery also took me through the day with over 4 hours of screen on time. Neither of these two devices support fast charging and wireless charging. With the budget-oriented price of the Moto G3, we could let this one pass. But OnePlus should definitely have at least added fast charging feature. The huge 3300 mAh battery takes about 3 hours to charge. On top of that, you need a USB-C cable to charge it. As these cables are not readily available, you will have to carry the included cable with you if you have to charge it on the go. The OnePlus 2 costs twice as much as the Moto G3. It has a bigger screen, better camera, and higher specs. But the Moto G3, even with the slower processor and just 2 GB of RAM, performs even better. It also has expandable storage, is waterproof, and most importantly, you can buy it without an invite. If the bigger screen, slightly better camera, and better on-paper specs is what you want, then you can go with the OnePlus 2. But right now, you can't buy it without an invite, which, if you ask me, are just impossible to get. If I was to choose from these two devices, I'll choose the Moto G3 and save the remaining money for something else. That is it for this video, guys. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and also subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. This is Sagar, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.